first song I'm going to recommend to you guys this week is The Gun Club doing Sex Beat. What can I say about this song aside from the fact that it's just as perfect as it is brilliant as it is addictive? There's this intimidating, dark, looming tone to the entire song, and the pace becomes almost unsettling at times in the best way possible. Along with this, Jeffrey Lee Pierce's vocal is stunning in a completely unique way, and you're gonna fall in love with his sound. The Gun Club tend to get lumped in with the punk rock scene, and while that's not necessarily a bad thing, there's really no way to define the sound of the Gun Club because nobody made music like them. This is really just one of those songs that I play at least once a week, and I can never get enough of it. And it's one you absolutely need to know, so go spin it this week. My second recommendation this week is Cyne doing Evolution Flight. This is the title track off of an album I've told you about a number of times because in my opinion, it's one of the best hip-hop records of the past decade. The rhyme here is as sharp as they get, and the overall vocal clarity makes it even better. And on top of that, the musical background is simple yet completely captivating. This is one of those songs that proves without question that you don't need overly aggressive rhymes or excessive volume to have maximum impact. And it's really how hip-hop is supposed to be done, and you have to own this record. So go give this one a listen right away. Trust me. Third up is George Harrison doing Mama You've Been On My Mind from his Early Takes Volume 1 album. I've told you many times how much I've been taken with this record since I first heard it over a year ago, and this is definitely one of the best tracks. Featuring nothing more than Harrison and an acoustic guitar with a few rough overdubs, the depth of emotion on this really makes it the definitive take on this Dylan classic. For me, this song really shows the true power of Harrison's voice, as he's able to convey so much emotion with seemingly little effort. And this is the very definition of what it means to have a beautiful voice. Also, the level of intimacy on this one is tough to top, and all you want is to hear more and more from these sessions. This album was absolutely one of the best to come out last year, and if you don't have it yet, this song will make you go get it. So go grab this one, spin it, and fall in love with it. The fourth recommendation this week is Tom Petty doing Time to Move On. Coming off of his Wildflowers album, those who are familiar with the record still hold it as the true hidden gem of Tom Petty's catalog. And without a bad track on the album, it's the quiet, gentle beauty of this song that makes me like it more than most of the others. It's got this great pace and flow that show you why acoustic music is so amazing, and Tom Petty's voice has rarely sounded this great. Whether you see this as a life-changing song, a traveling song, or any other interpretation you want, this song quickly gets stuck in your head, and honestly, you won't mind it. You need to own the Wildflowers album, and this song is a great introduction to it. So track this one down, it's well worth the time. The last song I'm going to recommend to you guys this week is Nirvana doing Drain You. For whatever reason, the second side of the Nevermind record rarely gets the credit that it deserves, and this is definitely my favorite track from that side. This song is far more purposeful and in control than a majority of the rest of the album, and it really shows what great songwriters those guys were. At the same time, they're able to do this without diminishing the anger and angst that made Nirvana so fantastic. Basically, the song showed that you could take what people were calling grunge and have hooks and discernible vocals without making it any less powerful. I've said so many times that Nirvana is so much more than their few hit singles, and this song is the perfect example of it. So go get this one and crank it up to 11. So those are my recommendations for this week. Be sure to check back here every Sunday for more music suggestions, and be here every day for all the music news, reviews, and knowledge you'll ever need.